Alright, so I got a stock clutch from AutoZone. Waiting on the flywheel because I'm not 100% sure if I'll need the flywheel. I know I don't need all of these. I just like having extras and spares just in case if stuff gets broken. She's a rear-wheel drive stick shift. Little four-banger. Super cheap Colorado I picked up. Gonna be doing a clutch replacement. Gonna do carrier bearing. I'm debating on doing these bad boys. Transmission's in great shape. She is rebuilt. I mean, overall, this truck is really in great condition for an 05. I mean, the rust that's on it is just surface rust, and I could probably wire wheel it down in a weekend or two, but we'll see on that. Depends if I decide to keep this truck for long or not. But the gist of getting this bad boy down and out, rear subframe back here, there's a bolt in there, 2 bolts right there, 2 bolts back here. Doing this is easy. 2 bolts, you got 4 bolts around. You don't have to disconnect it all the way down there. You really only need to do this. You can take out this section of the exhaust, or you can, it's pretty easy. This bolt already broke from trial and error yesterday. Ran out of time. Just wanted to see. Doesn't matter though, we can replace that. This bolt. 2 down there. Take out this hunk of garbage. So you're actually able to rotate this to pull the input shaft out of the transmission. Looks good. So now on the transmission you have this sensor. I believe it's a speed sensor, not 100% sure. That mounting bracket for the fuel lines. Disconnecting that wire harness off. More brackets, more harness on this side. Harness is easy. I'm just gonna pull it up and tuck it over here with zip ties. Okay. The 2 hardest bolts on the top of the transmission are way up yonder. It's also where the starter is. So that'll be fun. I'm debating on if I want to do that from getting it from the top or if I'm just going to get it from down here. I'm probably going to get those bolts first when it comes to unmating the transmission, just because those look to be the hardest to do. Besides that, clutch line will be fun. I'm not sure if I need to do the shift fork. I believe that is fine. This is a shift light sensor. Really weird that these even have that. This cable goes up and around. So that's what I was meaning by unbolting these and just flipping that around on the harness. I really would prefer not to take this out, but it seems somebody had already cut the wire and spliced it, so I might be just doing that because it's really not a big deal. But it really shouldn't be too bad. I mean, overall, this engine's in great shape. There's no leaks, no weird stains, no codes, really no buildup anywhere. It's been pretty well maintained. So this will be, so besides the short I made, this is the true part 1 of this. And I will be adding more clips as we are going. It really shouldn't be too bad. I just need to grab a couple things. I forgot the rest of the gear fluid because I might as well do the diff while I'm down here and doing all this crap. I mean, even above the fuel tank, it's not even rusty. That's nice. Oh, I'm debating on doing the yokes, but I don't know if I really want to and or need to. Theoretically, you could get away with knocking the yoke out right here and just popping this bitch out. but that would be really dumb because then you're putting so much strain on the transmission itself. That's the other thing I gotta get. I gotta get a trans jack so I can drop that safely, because I mean, I could drop it on my chest, but I really don't want to do that. Oh, yada la. Well, I will see you guys in part 2, so stay tuned.